Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Summer House, Martha's Vineyard, Season 2, Episode 2. If you are new here, then welcome. I give a lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, child, let's get into it if we're going to get into it. So when the episode first opens up, they're still on the yacht, swag, surfing, enjoying themselves, having a good old time, child. So they leave and head back to the house. So in the car, they're in two separate cars. In one car, Shanice is talking about how much she loves the D. Baby, she'll do anything for the D. Something about Shanice just throws me off. I don't know what it is, honey. It's just giving, I don't know. I don't really know. In the other car, you have Nick, Summer, and Jordan. So they all get back to the house. Bria and Summer, they go outside and they're like in the hammock swinging, right? Talking about whatever it is that they talk about. So Bria is telling Summer that her and Simon are doing much better and things are going great. Girl, I hope you learn how to treat him and hope you learn how to talk to him. Because you emasculated that man on national TV. I mean, it really was just very unbecoming. So as they're talking, Summer just blurts out, Jasmine's pregnant. And Bria is like, girl, what? She said, yes, girl. Okay. Her boobs have always been, boobing. But she's like boobalicious right now. Here go Bria. Girl, that's how they do. They get deployed and then leave you pregnant to try to trap you. Listen, Bria, I'm with you when you're right. Baby, I'm with you when you're right, honey. He did not want Jasmine to get a taste of freedom. Child, this is a fool. So inside the house, Amir is cooking and he's checking on Preston to make sure that Preston is okay. Because remember, this is the day that Preston's father his funeral is today. And I thought that was very sweet of Amir. So Preston is telling us in the confessional that he told his dad that he was gay, right? And his dad said, well, I didn't raise you to be gay. And Preston said, you didn't raise me at all. I know that's right, honey. Clock it. What are you even talking about? You didn't do anything for me. So therefore, and thus and such, how you gonna tell me you didn't raise me to be away and you didn't damn raise me? Sir, are you new? Moving forward. I really feel so bad for Preston because I know he's dealing with a lot internally, and then these cameras in your face 24 hours a day. And then I think Preston has more pressure than the rest of the cast because he was a fan favorite last season. And it's like you don't want to switch up and then you're going through something. So you might lash out a little bit. And I can already see that people are starting to turn, honey. People like you one day and then they hate you the next. I see people already saying, Preston, you might be mean. Okay. It's giving click. That's what they saying, child. Now, I just personally think that we need to extend some grace to Preston because this season is tough. Not only is he coming in with this thing like, okay, everybody expects me to be this way. Not only is this happening, but he's also dealing with what he really feels about his father passing. Inside the house, Nick is taking a nap, honey, because he done got loose as a goose. He's drunk, okay? Drunk as a skunk. So everybody in their confessional is making fun of how Nick laughs and what he does when he's drunk. Jasmine, I see you in this confessional, honey, and you good and pregnant. When I say good and pregnant, baby, you can tell that you are pregnant. So once Nick wakes up, they ask Alex about Summer. So the guys started talking about Summer, right? Here go Amir. Amir was like, well, you know what? It's not just about the party. That's not what this is about. Because, she was a little bit too mad. And I agree with Amir. Alex said, well, I was open to getting to know her, but then some things happened early on. She sent that photo and I'm just like, I just can't trust you. Now, let me just say this. I know some people say that was weird and that was creepy or whatever. Yes, that could be the case if they didn't know each other's friend group. You guys are on a show together. She was simply letting her girl know, girl, look who I'm hanging out with. It wasn't like she was sneaking to be the paparazzi and you some type of A-list celebrity. Boy, get over yourself. Okay, really. Please get over yourself. I really feel like he is overreacting. But Alex doesn't really like a lot of nothing. Honey, he ain't wanted nothing to do with Shanice after he heard about that stalkerization. And he don't want nothing to do with Summer after she took that picture. You got too many rules, honey. Like, what can they do? You? And that's it? Oh, okay. So Alex was like, I told her that we can be cool, so I think everything's going to be all right. Here go Nick, talking about, can you rebeat? Now, when he said rebeat, I was like, honey, what are y'all talking about? Nick said that he should hit it again, but now they're calling it rebeat. Baby, how old am I? Ill. Okay, I have never damn heard of no rebeat. Is that what the young kids are saying? Somebody comment down below that's younger than me and tell me if it's rebeat. Child, this is a fool. And not them talking about Summer like she's a piece of meat, but he's sitting up here saying she's a red flag. Okay, sir. And Nick, you just want to watch. You just nasty, Nick. Nasty Nick. I feel like Alex don't like nobody for real. I mean, he don't want you to do nothing, say nothing, take a picture of nothing. He got too many rules for me. And again, I ain't never in my life heard of no dang on rebeat. It doesn't really have a ring to it, though. Don't come around me talking about no damn, did he rebeat? I'm going to cuss you out. I'm cussing you out. In the next scene, they're getting ready for this party. Now, they're having a decade party, so you have to dress as a certain decade. Noelle is the MC, which was perfect for her. She did a great job. So everybody's coming up showing their attire and what decade they are dressed as. Jasmine came as a 1950s housewife. Oh, very fitting. Okay, Stepford wife. Preston was the 1990s, rendition of Juice. I know y'all probably have seen the movie Juice. Honey, if you haven't, like, where were you? Okay, where were you when it was popping? He was dressed as someone from Juice. Of course, Shanice talking about, I don't remember Juice. I don't remember it. Girl, how old are you? Because that's probably part of the problem. Nick was dressed as Arthur Ashe. Now, everybody is just sitting there like, now who the hell is Arthur Ashe? He's a very notable tennis player. Won tons of matches and awards. And Nick looked just like him. I said, baby, this was perfect. When I say perfect, it couldn't be no perfecta. It was perfect. Shanice was dressed as herself. Child. Baby, this is a mess. Shanice, girl, you could have gone to the thrift store. This don't make no damn sense. The thrift store is the perfect place for a decade party. Girl, if you don't go down there and spend $1 on Mondays, because they had $1 days and every other days, you could have grabbed something. And not Bria dressed as Jenny from the block. Ma'am, Jenny is not even Jenny from the block. Okay, they tan her up over there on that Twitter. Have y'all heard? Baby, Twitter, TikTok, and TikTok is the worst. There is a whole side of TikTok dedicated to Jenny from the block that ain't really from the block. Baby, and I be cackling in the middle of the night. Do you hear me? So anywho, she's dressed as Jenny from the block. Don't be fooled by the rocks that she got. She was doing a little 1-2 on the mic. She said she used to be in this group. But baby, Bria had all these hidden talents this episode. I said, Bria, you are a jack of all trades. Amir was dressed as Nick. Okay, it's getting weird. Honey, shout out to Nene. It is getting weird. Why are you dressed as Nick? Of all the people, just say you didn't bring nothing. Because why are you dressed as Nick? Okay, you didn't do the assignment. It's always one. Every time you have an assignment and somebody has a theme party, it's always one person that don't do what they're supposed to do. And that would be you, Amir. Moving forward. So they sit down, they looked at all the costumes and everything, and they're choosing a winner. Now, me personally, I think Jordan dressed as Josephine Baker was the best. I think she really embodied Josephine from the head down to the dress. So I would have chosen her, but Preston is the winner. Baby, this party was dull as a box of rocks. Do y'all hear me? I said, girl, what is this? This was just awful. Okay, as I was watching it, I was just so bored. I said, what is this? It was really boring. They just got up, turned around in their costume, and then sat down. So afterwards, they were going to go get in the pool. And I said, oh, okay, so they do have a pool. Because I was just wondering, all these bathing suits that Shanice got, I don't know what she going to wear them. I know she ain't going to wear them out on that trampoline. But then again, she might. Shanice has a plethora of bathing suits. Do you hear me? She thinks she's in the Playboy Mansion at all times. So they start playing this game because they can't go because it's raining, right? So it's like a game of questions. So the question was, who is the worst dressed out of the group? Now, somebody said Nick. That's asinine. Nick might not be wearing what the youngsters are wearing, but Nick is clean as a whistle. Okay, sharp as a tack, as my grandmother would say. Nick, no, he put that on. Okay, it might not be what y'all want to wear, but he is not the worst dressed. So then Summer, now mind you, this is not even Summer's question. She goes, I mean, it's Shanice. Like, it's just her. And so Shanice overhears it because she went to go get shots. She comes back and she's like, why? Because I'm real and y'all wear fake because I'm real the way you walk. Baby, J-Lo showing up all over this review, ain't she, honey? Shout out to J-Lo and Ja Rule. She said, I'm real and y'all wear fake And so Preston was like, I mean, I wear fake stuff. Yes, I do. I know that's right, baby. I own it. So, baby, she's pissed. Now, I don't know what they're seeing and I don't know what they're gauging this on because I ain't never seen her in nothing but a bathing suit. But that's just me. So Summer gets in the confessional and says that the only thing she ever sees Shanice in is a tank top and shorts. She's really upset about this. So she runs upstairs. Let me say this. Summer is getting on my nerves. Girl, why are you calling out your friend? Now, me personally, I'm a girl's girl. So I would have said Amir. Because what he gonna do? Nothing. What is he gonna do? I would have easily thrown Amir under the bus. I'm not gonna say my girl. What kind of friend are you? So she storms upstairs. She's crying. Summer is still downstairs, doubling down, talking about, well, I'm not wrong, though. Am I wrong? It doesn't matter about that. Why are you doing your friend this way? Even in the confessional, Noelle was like, why would you do your friend like that? Exactly. So Bria goes upstairs to check on her, and she's saying that she doesn't have any money for clothes. She said that the comment really hurt her feelings because she lost her job, and Shanice knows that. Oh, baby, that makes it even more effed up. Now, I know Summer was just being honest in her eyes, but she's been on a warpath since she came in this dang old house. Summer, you are on one this summer. Just because you and Alex didn't work out, don't be taking it out on everybody else. I can't stand people that do that. She said, well, this trip was pre-planned, so I'm here, but Shanice knows that I can't do certain things. Like, she knows that. So Noelle comes up to check on her as well, and she was just telling her, girl, don't even sweat it. Don't let people see you upset. It's going to be fine. She said that her and Summer are friends. This is what Noelle is saying. But she's noticing that Summer has some shady ways. And that's probably why her and Jordan get together and are thick as thieves now. Because they have similar personalities. Jasmine, you ain't gonna never be able to get back over that child. So you might as well forget it. Moving forward. Summer said, well, I was only saying it because it was the game. Because she comes upstairs and she's talking to Shanice. She was like, no, it's because it was the game. Like, no, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. You should have told me you were upset. Why did you even say that, though? That was uncalled for. So after that, they throw on some music and start throwing it in a circle, honey. They start doing their interpretation of dance. I said, where did y'all grow up? What is this? And as I was watching, I was wondering, what song are they dancing to? Because I don't see no rhythm. We are a part of the rhythmless nation. Baby Janet would be pissed. I was looking at them. I said, what is happening here? Now, Noelle was doing a little something, piece up, A-time down. But the rest of this, honey, I said, oh, child. And Shanice, baby, please stop pop locking it and dropping it over there by Nicholas's ear. You know he got a girlfriend. Nick is getting his whole life. So Amir is sitting there and he's texting his girlfriend, right? Or so we think. Now, I know people may see this differently, but let me tell y'all how I see it. Here we go. Amir is sending weird text messages to his girl. He sends her a text that says, now what am I supposed to eat, babe? So she texts back like, was this meant for me? He goes to FaceTime her and then he's like, why are you being weird? She said, I'm not being weird, but that did not fit in our conversation. So I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. He flips the script and says, it's really accusatory. Now, I don't know what games Amir is playing, but that text definitely was out of place. And now he's turning it around on her and making it seem like she's the weird one. You were sending that text message to somebody else and you ain't fooling me. So he starts telling her, well, I'm just not good here. This is just not my scene. It's not my style. You got Nick and he's looking at everybody's butts. Stop trying to throw Nick under the bus because you got caught up sending the wrong text message. Let me tell y'all something. A story time is not really a story time. I sent a text message one time, y'all. And it definitely was not intended for the man that I sent it to. When I sent it to him, he was like, did you mean to send this to me? And I was like, yeah, because I was child, it didn't make no sense. The context was not there. I know exactly the kind of game you playing, okay? And you are not fooling me, Amir. And now you done flipped the script. Child, anyway, a boy gone. So in the confessional, he said, Nick looking at other girls, it's not what's best for him and Tasia. Don't try to worry about him and Tasia. You worry about you. He said, because if my girl saw me doing that, she would have me by the throat. Why do you keep describing your relationship this way? Are you trying to tell us something? Are you sending out an SOS? Like, have you cheated on her before? Because the way that he jumped up and ran to go call her, this relationship is a weird dynamic. Now, I don't know exactly what's going on. I don't know if he's just, and I was just thinking, have you ever had a girlfriend before, Amir? Because you know, Amir is really green in a lot of areas. Like, is this your first girlfriend? Because my goodness, it's just not making no sense to me. They were not dancing on you. If you didn't like it, you could have left the room and went to call your girlfriend. Really, you don't need to come back next season. Because if you're going to sit here and try to police everybody's fun, then you shouldn't be here. It just doesn't make any sense. By the time the conversation was over, she had apologized to him. Girl, Amir cannot be trusted, and I got my good eye on him. Moving forward. Y'all see how smooth he was with it? And baby, by the time he got through talking about Nick and accusing her of accusing him, she had forgotten all about the text message. I hope you have a good night's sleep. Baby, So it's the next morning. Shanice is telling them, you know, how many men she sent her nudes to. Ma'am, have some respect. Okay, have some self-respect. We get it. You got your little teacup of booty and you got your little body and it's fit and it's tight and it's right and you want to show it off. But why are you objectifying yourself? Like, I just sent some nudes. I sent a few to my favorite one. Then I sent. Do you understand the message that you're sending? Or you don't care? Oh, okay. Anyway, outside of her telling that, Jordan is in the room and she FaceTimes her dad and she's telling him that she got a hair deal. Now she's going to be doing like educational content for them and she's going to be speaking about alopecia. So she was telling us that she has alopecia areata and it's hereditary. It's an autoimmune disease which causes her to have round bald spots. She said 4 or 5 years ago, she was at a shoot and they made her get a relaxer and it took all of her hair out. And so she's suffering with loss all around her edges right now and in the front. And I thought that it was so brave of her to be that transparent. Black women really take pride in their hair. There are entire sectors of YouTube dedicated to our crowns. So the fact that she was brave enough to show us exactly what was going on underneath her wigs, her transparency is really going to help someone else. And I applaud her for opening up. You just never know what people are going through. Now, her dad was supportive of her. You know, that's her favorite person. Her dad was very supportive. And she said that this campaign will maybe help someone else feel seen. And I respect that. Jordan, you all right with me on that. I respect that. Moving forward. So the group is splitting up. Some of them are going to the gym and some of them are going to brunch. So Preston, Summer, and Jordan, they're going to brunch. In the car on the way, Jordan brings up Nick, talking about Nick he's on my body. He's like on me. So Preston said, well, I mean, he cannot want to be with Tasia. He can't respect her. He's always disrespecting her. They think he obviously can't be happy because of the way that he behaves. Listen to me. If she stayed with him after him keeping her a secret half the summer, then she definitely ain't going nowhere. Nick hasn't let that frat go in him. That's what it is. He dressed clean, but he a little horn dog. Okay, don't let the clean cut fool you. So then they say, you know, when he's drunk, he gets, you know, really beside himself and starts touching and feeling. And Preston says somebody needs to say something to him. Now, if I were Tasia, I would have been left Nick. But that's just me. Because I don't like the way that he came into the house talking about he had eyes for Jordan. This is season 1. He had eyes for Jordan, knowing full well that he had a girlfriend. And then when he saw he wasn't getting no play, all of a sudden Tasia appeared. Like, what is this? Now, the other group is going to the gym. When I saw the other group, I was like, I'm shocked that Bria chose the gym. She seems like a brunch girly. I wouldn't be doing no gym, honey. I'm on vacation. Direct me to the brunch. Direct me to the bacon. So everybody is at the gym except Preston, Summer, and Jordan, right? Shanice was like, you know, the gym is her therapy. And when she was going through the whole thing about her allegedly being a stalker, her going to the gym, it really helped her. And child, I wish I liked working out. I simply don't. Okay. But I have turned over a new leaf. I'm on this 90-day challenge and I'm hoping that I can stick to it. But on any given day, I ain't going to no dang on gym. It just ain't gonna work. So at the restaurant, they're talking about Shanice saying that she was being theatrical when she got upset because Summer said she was the worst dressed. No, she actually wasn't being theatrical. Her feelings were hurt. It happens. These three need to stop. The conversation that they were having about Shanice, it was one-sided and it was unfair. Now, if it were one of you and you had gotten upset, you would want people to see it from your POV. But because it's Shanice and she liked to shake what her mama gave her and a little bit of nothing, she was just being so theatrical. She does actually have feelings. At the gym, Shanice says Summer is jealous of her because she doesn't deal with dudes that work 9 to 5. These men have status. And she feels like Shanice is being a bully. Here go Alex. Well, it was a little bit mean, girl. It's really not a good look. Oh, Alex, be quiet. She's being mean because she mad at you. That's why she being mean. And Shanice, all these high rollers that you rolling around with should be taking you shopping. Girl, goodbye and good night. So Summer is saying that Shanice isn't capable of being transparent or vulnerable, and she can only meet people where they are. Now, truth be told, I'm not fond of Shanice or Summer. Okay, now that's just me. Moving forward. So Preston is asking how Alex was in bed, because baby, they done transitioned. I said, baby, not you asking about how he was in bed. She said, well, he's a great kisser and he's a cuddler, but he's not on my roster. He's somewhere, because you too hurt for it to be so bad. Summer is trying to convince herself that she's not hurt behind Alex, and we know that's a dang on lie. Okay? And then she seems like one of those girls that when it's not good, and, they're not getting along or whatever, all of a sudden his stuff was small. That's what this is giving me. It's giving like the men at the gas station. When you don't want to give the number, all of a sudden you will be. Girl, this is not a good look for you. Over at the gym, they're also talking about Summer and Alex. So they're telling Noelle, girl, they had the sexuals. You didn't hear it? She said it at the table. Noelle wasn't listening to that, child. She was tearing them crab legs up. She ain't got no time for y'all. I know that's right, honey. One thing I'm going to do is eat. Now, I'm going to eat and ear hustle. But she was just eating. She couldn't hear over the crunch of them crab legs. Noelle gets in a confessional. She said, well, I knew her and Alex were hanging out. And she knew that he was my type. She said it was cool. But hanging out is far different from having sex. Oh, baby, two different things. Now, me personally, I would never want her seconds. And Alex just don't do it for me. He kind of reminds me of a dollar store Ken doll. Like how they're joints. I don't know. It just gives dollar store Ken doll. Baby, that's what it gives me. Summer, child, you faking it till you make it. Talking about it never really was anything between me and Alex. It was nothing. Like, I date around. I date several guys. Like, he's an F-boy, and I knew it. And I did what I did, and it's nothing. Ma'am, I know you faking it till you make it. Okay, stop trying to downplay it. So you don't feel bad. You let him lay you down, and this is what happened. Moving forward. So now they're on their way back to the house. Everybody gets there. Everybody meets up. Noelle goes right into Summer's room. She's like, girl, I did not know y'all had sex. Like, I ain't know nothing about that. Summer gonna say, okay. Yeah, it was just convenient. That's why I said do it. Because, I see other people, so I'm not worried. Noelle said, yeah, I don't do that. Summer said, okay, that's you. Girl, who wants to have sex behind you? I'm with Noelle on that. No, thank you. Because what? So Summer is mad in her confessional saying, well, you want to know what me and Alex were doing? That's none of your business. I don't owe you an explanation because you wanted to pursue someone that I was hanging out with. So, ooh-wee. I am not liking Summer's attitude. Summer, that don't make no damn sense. If you had sex with him and she asked you and you knew that she had interest in him, you should have said to her, okay, girl, enter at your own risk. Now, I will tell you this. Me and him have been intimate. Okay? Or you could have given her a heads up in some way. Because the thing is, if they turn into a relationship and then later on down the line, she finds out he slept with you, how is that going to look? And how do you think that's going to make her feel? Now, you done ruined the relationship before it even started because you were not being honest. Talking about you don't owe her an explanation. Girl, your rationale and the way that you think of things is really strange to me. It really is. So the men are in their room and they're talking as well. So Alex is asking Amir how his girlfriend Natalie would feel about him flexing at the gym. He said, well, she want me to have fun and I want to have fun with my friends, but I don't want her to feel bad. He said that if he told her that Shanice was twerking in his face, she'd ask him, well, what did you do? What kind of toxic relationship is this? Like, what is going on? Nick said, well, just sit there like I do. So Preston said, that's what you think you do? Because it's not. You get really handsy. He said, I think Jordan and Summer are going to have a talk with you. So then Amir tried to sound smart, honey, over there talking about interpreted. Preston said, it's interpreted, but go off. Baby, when I tell you I hollered, I said, not the attorney at law getting them together. So Preston was like, you are handsy, Nick. I don't think you realize it, but when you get drunk, then you like to touch and feel. Like, I don't think anybody feels like you're being a creep or any of that, but this is what you do. So Nick is looking like, what? Jordan and Summer, they hang out with me all the time. I didn't know that they were feeling this way. So he goes into Summer and Jordan's room and asks them if he's ever made them feel uncomfortable. They said, I mean, you do get handsy. Sir, you might not want to barge into their room and close the door behind you. You don't get to be touchy-feely just because y'all cool. Like, it's really overstepping. Now, I don't think he's trying to make them uncomfortable, but they need to tell him so he'll know. Set a boundary that you cannot be touching me like that. Nick is one of those dudes in high school, where my hug at? Every day. It's like, sir, please go away. Okay, you didn't ask me where your hug at. I done seen you in between classes 3 or 4 times. And you have asked for a hug 3 or 4 times. I don't want to hug you anymore. I don't want to touch you. I don't want to do anything with you. And he can have a whole girlfriend. He's still going to want to know where his hug is. So Nick is standing there looking crazy because now he feels weird because he thinks that he's making them feel weird. They're trying to sleep and the whole interaction is just awkward. And that was the end of the episode. Y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about episode 2, Summer House. I'm going to need y'all to pick this thing up. This episode right here kind of was like a little snoozy. It was a little snoozy and a little boozy. And Summer, you're acting a little loosey. Honey, you need to get yourself together. Okay? And Shanice, you being a little floozy. Oh, y'all know I come with the bars. I like to rhyme. I do it all the time. Y'all comment down below. Tell me what y'all thought about the episode. Comment and I'm going to comment back. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.